someone who's become unequally yoked with an unbeliever is probably already secretly unequally yoked with the world.
Ooh.
Oh,
Explain.
Dang.
Explain, Ray.
Yeah, the Bible says whoever's a friend of the world is an enemy of God. And it takes, a Christian is someone who lays down their will. They present their bodies as a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to God, which is their reasonable service. They say, not my will, but yours be done. And it takes me back to, Rachel's getting a lot this time in this program, but what about green? Do you remember that story?
Yes.
I was in the shower, this is about 200 years ago, and Rachel was about 2 feet high. She was just a little kid. And she calls out when I'm in the shower, Dad, I'm working on a project for school and I need to have a heading that stands out. And I thought, wow, this is so good. My daughter's coming to me. I'm a publisher. I publish books and tracts and I know what works color-wise and heading-wise. And she wants to know when I says, you know, black background with yellow heading can be very powerful. And she called back, what about green? And I thought, well, she doesn't want the yellow. So I said, well, the second best thing, and it's not as good as the yellow, but you have a black background and a red heading. And she says, what about green? And I says, green then. She said, thanks, Dad. And ran off. And that's how we can be with prayer.
That's really good.
Oh, Lord, I really like this guy. He's great. What do you think? No, don't be unequally yoked. Yeah, but he's really nice. What about green? I want my will, not yours.
Good.
Throw some reality in the midst of this. Because if you marry this person, the non-believer is not going to enjoy you tithing. Not going to enjoy you going to church. They may go to church with you for a little while, but after a while, if it's a good, solid, Bible-believing church, you know, they're going to pull away from church. Yeah. Are you going to be okay with not having family devotions? Are you going to be okay with not getting godly wisdom and advice? Because the advice of the world is not just bad advice, it's demonic advice. Right. It's the exact opposite of what you need. The honeymoon is going to end very, very soon. And you're going to wake up and you're going to be thinking to yourself, what did I do? When your non-believing spouse gazes a little bit too long at the opposite sex, God is not trying to keep you from having a wonderful time with someone. He's trying to preserve you.
This video is part of the Living Waters podcast. To watch full episodes and explore more content that equips you in your faith, visit livingwaters.tv. You can listen to the full episode titled on the screen for free on all major podcast platforms.